Ma'am, good morning, ma'am. I am the Castro from Section C. In this video, I will recite the answers on Activity 1. So the two questions are, first is, what are the differences between classical and positivist schools of criminology and explaining delinquency? And second, why should we not imprison children 15 years old and below? So in classical school of criminology, it was Cesare Beccaria who founded this school of criminology through his book on crimes and punishment. So Cesare Beccaria believed that people act based on their free will. People act to maximize pleasure and minimize pain. And so he also believed that it is not the evil spirit that causes someone to commit crime, because people commit crime due to or because it is pleasurable or it gives him or her profits. So that person who committed crime will choose to get the benefits even if they know that it is wrong. So they choose to commit crimes because it is pleasurable or they get profit from it. So in positivist school of criminology, this was originated from the Greek word of Cesare Lombroso, the father of criminology. He argued that there are other factors to commit crime aside from free will to influence people or to influence someone to commit such thing or to commit such crime. So Cesare Lombroso believed that crime was inherited and there is association between bodily characteristics, and that crime proposed the atavism theory or the born criminal theory. So in this part, they believe that if you have mobile hands and face and you have oblique eyes, then you can be identified as thieves. So if you have delicate structures, like you are the type of person who is a hunchback and has delicate faces, then you can be identified as rapists. Okay, so that's the differences between the classical school of criminology and positivist school of criminology. Number 2 answer. So the question is, why should we not imprison children 15 years old and below? Okay, so my answer goes this way. So children 15 years old and below should not be imprisoned because they are protected by the juvenile delinquency under RA 9344 that was amended by RA 10630 that applies restorative justice. So when we say restorative justice, it refers to rehabilitation rather than incarceration or imprisonment. So they believe that children 15 years old and below should go to the process of restorative justice, which they will in which if the child committed a crime, then that child will not be put to jail. That child will not be imprisoned. Instead, that child will undergo or undergone rehabilitation. That child needs to be rehabilitated for him or her to become a better person again, to be back on himself again, to be back to normal, and that is under the restorative justice. So in this delinquency, they choose rehabilitation and restorative justice rather than imprisonment or incarceration. So the guardians and parents also has the responsibilities to guide and protect their children, to guide their children on the right path, to avoid committing crimes, to prevent them from committing crimes, and to spread awareness to their children on the things that they are going to undergo once they committed something like that, once they committed a crime. So parents and guardians are really needed by their children. We also believe that children deserves love, even if no, children needs love even if they don't deserve it, because they are just children, so they really need attention, care, love, and support from their parents. So that's all, ma'am. Thank you.